Morning, all. All right, 2 days worth of games on the board. We've got 6 games today in the National Hockey League. We've got 8 games tomorrow in the NHL. So we'll go ahead and we'll jump right in. Starting off with today's games, we've got 6 games, as I said. We've got 4 games starting at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, one a half an hour later, and then we have 1 late game. So I'm really hoping this one's entertaining because it's going to have my undivided attention. Starting at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, the Carolina Hurricanes playing in Boston against the Bruins. November 1st, Boston won this matchup 2-1. These teams meet for a third and final time on April 7th. Carolina's 12-5-1 overall. They're 6-3-1 in their last 10 games. Their power play is an anemic 13.5%. Their penalty kill isn't bad, 79.3%, but it's not where Carolina's penalty kill normally is. Aho's been their leading scorer over the last month. So again, these are their numbers over the last calendar month. 14 games played, 6 goals, 6 assists, 12 points. Stankoven. You never get the points from Stankoven you expect. 14 games, 4 goals, 3 assists, 7 points. On the Boston side, they're 12-8 overall. They're 8-2 in their last 10 games. Their special teams quite good. 25.4% on the power play, 82.1% on the penalty kill. Pasternak's been their leading scorer over the last month. 15 games, 9 goals, 11 assists, 20 points. Jeannot has been effective, but he has not had a goal over the last month. 15 games, just the 7 assists. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start. The Oilers playing in Buffalo against the Sabres. This is the first of 2 meetings. They'll meet again in Edmonton on December 9th. The Oilers are 9-7-4 overall. They're 5-3-2 over their last 10 games. Their power play, 31.4%. Their penalty kill, 82.7%. McDavid leads the way in scorers over the last month. 16 games, 9 goals, 16 assists for 25 points. Mangiapane really quieted down after a strong start. 16 games, just 2 goals, 1 assist, 3 points over the last calendar month. On the Buffalo side, they are 6-8-4 overall. They're 2-4-4 over their last 10, so tough time for the Sabres, but since 2011. 16.1% on the power play, not good, but their penalty kill's fantastic at 89.5%. Tage Thompson, their leading scorer, 14 games, 7 goals, 6 assists, 13 points. Jack Quinn, 14 games, 1 goal, 5 assists, 6 points. You never quite get the points out of Quinn that you expect, and we'll see if that changes. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. The Vancouver Canucks playing in Florida against the Panthers. First of 2 meetings. They'll meet again on March 17th in Vancouver, St. Patrick's Day. The Canucks are 9-9-2 overall. They're 4-4-2 over their last 10. 22.6% on the power play. Their penalty kill, a woeful 67.2%, but Camps should be debuting, which should take Pettersson out of the face-off circle as often as he's been there. Elias Pettersson, 15 games, 4 goals, 11 assists, 15 points. He's a point per game over the last month and has been the most productive Canuck. Reichel, very quiet since being acquired from Chicago, just the 1 assist in 12 games over the last month. Florida, 9-8-1 overall, 5-4-1 over their last 10 games. Their power play, 20%. Their penalty kill, 79.4%. So the penalty kill's not bad. Overall, it's a little under 100 if you add them together. Marchand, 11 games played, 9 goals, 6 assists for 15 points. He's having a fantastic time of it. He has feasted on the Canucks defense and goaltending before. Verhaeghe, 12 games, 1 goal, 5 assists, 6 points. Verhaeghe has not been that productive over the last little while here, but he is very hot and cold. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start. The LA Kings playing in Washington against the Caps. These teams play again in LA on December the 2nd. The LA Kings are 10-5-4 overall. They're 7-2-1 over their last 10. Their power play at 15.5%. Their penalty kill at 78.5%. So those two numbers added together are not fantastic, but still they're 10-5-4. Kempe, 14 games, 4 goals, 10 assists, 14 points to lead the team in scoring over the last month. Dano, 14 games, just the 3 assists. So Dano is due for a goal. On the Washington side, they're 8-8-2 overall. They're 2-6-2 over their last 10. 14.5% on the power play this year. 72.9% on the penalty kill. This is part of the reason that Washington's having their struggles. Carlson leading him in scoring over the last month. 12 games, 4 goals, 7 assists, 11 points for John Carlson. Protas, very quiet. 13 games, 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points. Really surprised Protas hasn't taken at least a little bit of a next step or kept it the same as it was last year. So we'll see if he gets hot soon. 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, and I believe this is the game on Amazon Prime tonight. Montreal and Columbus. Columbus, the hosts here, first of 3 meetings. They'll meet again March 26th and April the 11th. The Canadians are 10-6-2 overall, 4-4-2 over their last 10 games. 21.4% on the power play, 79.4% on the penalty kill. Nick Suzuki leading the way over the last month, 13 games, 4 goals, 10 assists, 14 points. Zachary Bolduc, very quiet, and he had the good start, 13 games, 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 points. I haven't changed my mind on Bolduc. I'm not sure why he's so quiet. On the Columbus side, I know ice time's been part of it. Columbus 9-7-2 overall, 5-3-2 over their last 10, 16.3% on the power play, 72.9% on the penalty kill. So those numbers, not fantastic. Marchenko leading the way over the last month. 14 games, 4 goals, 11 assists, 15 points. And Chinakhov, 12 games, 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points for Yegor Chinakhov. 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific start. Utah playing in Anaheim against the Ducks. First of 3 meetings. They'll meet again December 3rd, March 20th. This should at least be entertaining. The Utah Mammoth are 10-7-1 overall. They're 4-5-1 over their last 10, so they need to get things rolling again. Their power play, quiet, 15.8%. Their penalty kill, 81.6%. Schmaltz leads the way in scoring over the last month. 13 games, 7 goals, 7 assists, 14 points. Hayden continues to be quiet. 13 games, just 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 points over the last month. On the Anaheim side, they're 11-6-1 overall. They're 7-3 over their last 10. They're probably very glad to be home. Carlson, or I should talk about the power play penalty kill first. 21.2% on the power play for the Ducks, 77.3% on the penalty kill. Leo Carlson, 14 games, 9 goals, 11 assists for 20 points over the last month. Vetrano, he's the quiet one I picked here. 14 games, 2 goals, 1 assist, 3 points. So for each team, I went through the stats over the last calendar month and picked a player who's leading the team in scoring and a player that I feel like's been kind of quiet lately. So, yeah. All right. We go to Tuesday. St. Louis playing in Toronto. 2 teams that desperately need to win. Starts at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, along with 2 other games. And then there's 2 an hour later, 1 a half an hour later, and 2 later games. So Tuesday's games are nicely spread out. I'll probably end up doing the notes. So this is the first of 2 meetings between St. Louis and Toronto. March the 28th will be the other matchup between the 2. St. Louis 6-9-4 overall. They're 3-4-3 over their last 10. 22.9% on the power play isn't bad, but 70.8% on the penalty kill is bad. Thomas, 11 games, 2 goals, 8 assists, 10 points for Thomas to lead the way in their scoring over the last month. Braden Shen, 15 games, I should say. 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points. Definitely not 15 goals. On the Toronto side, 8-9-2 is their overall record. 4-5-1 over their last 10, so woof. 16% on the power play, 78.9% on the penalty kill. Tavares, 14 games, 10 goals, 9 assists for 19 points. Domi, 14 games, 2 goals, 3 assists, 5 points. Domi is quiet scoring-wise. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between Seattle and Detroit. Detroit at home in this one. This is the first of 2 meetings. Seattle will be at home when they meet again on December the 6th. Seattle 9-4-5 overall, 5-2-3 over their last 10 games. 18.9% on the power play, 71.2% on the penalty kill. There are some pretty iffy penalty kills so far this season. Schwartz leading Seattle in scoring over the last month. 14 games, 6 goals, 5 assists, 11 points. Marchman, no goals from him. 6 assists in 13 games over the last month. Detroit, 11-7-1 overall. 5-4-1 over their last 10. 20.9% on the power play. 81.5% on the penalty kill. Lucas Raymond, 14 games, 3 goals, 14 assists for 17 points over the last month. Andrew Kopp, 5 assists in 14 games over that same time period. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start. The New Jersey Devils playing in Tampa against the Lightning on October 11th. New Jersey won this matchup 5-3. These teams meet again on December the 11th. New Jersey 13-4-1 overall, 6-3-1 over their last 10. 25.5% on the power play, 84.9% on the penalty kill. It'll be interesting to see what happens with that power play while Jack Hughes is out. Mercer leading the way in scoring if you do not include Jack Hughes over the last month. 14 games, 7 goals, 5 assists, 12 points for Mercer. Andre Palat, 14 games, just the 1 goal over the last month. Palat's become a very low-scoring forward in the NHL. On the Tampa side, 9-7-2 is their overall record, 7-3 over their last 10. Their power play surprisingly low at 15.3%. Their penalty kill's pretty good at 84.7%. Hagel leading the way over the last month. 12 games, 7 goals, 7 assists, 14 points. Braden Point has been very quiet. 13 games, 1 goal over the last 13 games. 4 assists for 5 points. He's got to get it going. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific start. The Islanders playing in Dallas. This Islanders road trip that goes on forever, but there's a lot of road trips going on forever this year. March 26th, the Islanders will host the Dallas Stars. But the Islanders, as I said, on the road, 10-7-2 overall, 6-3-1 over their last 10. 15.6% on the power play, 81.5% on the penalty kill. Horvat, their leading scorer over the last month, of course. 15 games, 9 goals, 9 assists, 18 points. And Duclair, 15 games, 2 goals, 3 assists for 5 points. Dallas, 12-4-3 overall, 7-1-2 over their last 10 games. 33.3% on the power play, 75.4% on the penalty kill. They need to bring that number up. Rantanen's been their leading scorer over the last month. 15 games, 7 goals, 13 assists, 20 points. Radek Faksa, he does the work. He's got to be due for a goal. 14 games, 5 assists over the last month for Faksa. I almost said Zaka. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific start. Columbus playing in Winnipeg against the Jets. First of 2 meetings, they'll play in Columbus on April the 4th. The Blue Jackets, as I stated here, 9-7-2 overall, 5-3-2 over their last 10, 16.3% on the power play, 72.9% on the penalty kill. Coyle's been their second leading scorer over the last month, 14 games, 3 goals, 8 assists, 11 points. That's pretty strong. Lundestrom, quiet, just the 2 assists in 13 games for Lundestrom. On the Winnipeg side, they are 11-7 overall. They're 5-5 over their last 10, very up and down over the last while. 24.1% on the power play, 84.1% on the penalty kill. Special teams number still very good. Morrissey, their leading scorer over the last month, 14 games, 3 goals, 15 assists for 18 points. Pionk, just 3 assists in 14 games. So Morrissey's just stealing all the points. Pionk can't have any because Morrissey's taking a ball. 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific start. Calgary playing in Chicago against the Hawks. On November 7th, the Chicago Blackhawks won this matchup 4-0. These teams meet again on January 15th. Calgary's 5-12-3 overall. They're 3-5-2 over their last 10 games. 11.9% on the power play, 77.3% on the penalty kill. Those numbers have to get better. Huberdeau, their leading scorer over the last month, 14 games, 4 goals, 5 assists, 9 points. Weegar, very quiet, just the 3 assists in 15 games over that same time period. Chicago, 9-5-4 overall, 5-3-2 over their last 10 games. Their power play, 25%. Their penalty kill, 84.8%. The special teams are excellent in Chicago. Bedard, their leading scorer over the last month. It's not a coincidence. 12 games, 8 goals, 12 assists, 20 points. And Vlasic is quiet. 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 points in 12 games. He was expected to have a really, really strong season. And offensively, at least, it's been kind of quiet. 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific start. He was not expected to be a big point producer, but I think 2 points in 12 games is a little low. All right. 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific start. The New York Rangers, they mercifully go back on the road. They're playing in Vegas against the Golden Knights, who are at home, and their record at home is not fantastic. So, is this a win for the Rangers? December 7th, the New York Rangers will lose at home against Vegas. The Rangers, 10-8-2 overall. They're 7-3 in their last 10 games. They have an 18% power play, 80.4% on the penalty kill. Panarin, their leading scorer over the last month, 14 games, 5 goals, 11 assists, 16 points. JT Miller, very quiet. 14 games, 3 goals, 3 assists, 6 points. I still see all the comments of, they should have kept Miller and why'd they keep Pettersson? Over the last month, Pettersson has 15 points and Miller has 6. So, yeah. Vegas, 8-4-6 overall, 3-3-4 over their last 10. 23.1% on the power play, 78.4% on the penalty kill. Marner leading the way in scoring over the last month for Vegas. 13 games, 4 goals, 10 assists, 14 points. Brendan Saad, quiet, 13 games, 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points for Saad. Also at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific, in the last game we're going to preview for today, Utah playing in San Jose against the Sharks. October 17th, Utah won this matchup 6-3. These teams meet again on December the 1st, so not too long from now. Utah 10-7-1 overall. They're 4-5-1 over their last 10, as I said here. Power play 15.8%, 81.6% on the penalty kill. Sergachev, their second leading scorer over the last month, 13 games, 3 goals, 11 assists for 14 points. McBain, 2 assists and 13 points. So, magic ticket? No. And then San Jose, 8-8-3. It feels like it's such an old dated reference now. Anyways, 8-8-3 for San Jose. I'm just old. 6-3-1 record over the last 10 for San Jose. And are they going to get things back together? Maybe coming home and playing against Utah helps. 18.8% on the power play for them, 77.4% on the penalty kill. Celebrini, their leading scorer over the last month, 15 games, 9 goals, 13 assists for 22 points. That's pretty good. Skinner, quiet. 13 games, 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points for Skinner. This may be a last chance for Skinner to show that he belongs in the NHL. And unfortunately, he has been a healthy scratch for the San Jose Sharks at times. So we'll see how things go, but let me know your winners in the comment section below and how you feel about all these games and all this fun stuff. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe in the event you may not have done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support. It's greatly appreciated. I will talk to you again soon.